Hello friends, welcome to Master Academy. In this video, I will teach you about how to answer writing task 1 line graph type of question. As we discussed in the introductory video, there are different questions in writing task 1, which is line graph, bar chart, pie chart and so on. This video will discuss about line graph. Here is a question. The line graph below shows the percentage of tourists to England who visited 4 different attractions in Britain. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparisons where relevant. First, when you get this question, observe the line graph carefully. And form 2 groups. I will come back to this slide after telling you how to answer the question. So always make 4 paragraphs. First paragraph is paraphrase. Paraphrase means give the same meaning to the sentence, however using different vocabulary. That is paraphrase. Then on the second paragraph, summarize the information. On the third paragraph, write about group 1. So you have to group the given data into 2, and then you have to write. You have to write 2 paragraphs. So write paragraph 1 for the group 1 and write paragraph 2 for the group 2. So let's come back to this question. See, observe the line graph. You can see that here the ash colored one, peer 1, is increased from 10 to about 20%, more than 20%. Also the orange one, pavilion, have increased from 20 something percentage to 30 something percentage. But you observe the yellow line, the festival one, it decreased from 30 to some 20 something. Also, if you see the blue one, art gallery, it have overall decreased from 20 something to less than 10%. So form a group where the overall increase, number of attractions is increased, and form the another group where overall number of attractions has been decreased. So let's see how to answer this. So this, as we discussed, always form 4 paragraphs. First one is paraphrase, second one is summary, third one is group 1, and fourth one is group 2. The paraphrase. What is an example of a paraphrase for this particular question? The percentage of tourists to England who visited 4 different Britain tourism destinations between 1980 and 2010 is depicted in the polyline graph. This is one example of a paraphrase. This is your first paragraph. So polyline graph means graph with many lines. So you can reuse this word if you want, and just like this make a different sentence with the same meaning, like the question. Then how to summarize. Give your key point summary which we observed like in this paragraph. So let's see the example. All things considered, it is evident that the percentage of people who visited the pier and pavilion rose during the time as the percentage of visitors to other sites dropped. This is a summary. So this is what we observed from the paragraph we discussed, right? So likewise you can use overall or to summarize, these kind of words in the beginning for other questions as well. Let's see an example of paragraph 1. So give details, okay? Give the percentage, give whatever you feel. If it is between 20 and 30 and somewhere less than 25, you give 23. Likewise, make a mental judgment, educated judgment, and give the answers. Give the percentage. Always give percentages and clear data. Whatever you find detail, give it in detail. Merely 10% of visitors to England in 1980 visited pier. This percentage increased to 22% in 2010 from approximately 9% in 1990, notwithstanding a few small variations. The percentage of people that visited the pavilion also rose, rising from over 23% in 1980 to nearly 50% in 1995. After then, though, this percentage sharply dropped, reaching around 35% in 2000 and then roughly 31% in 2010, which was marginally higher than the festival. Let's see our last paragraph. In 1980, the festival was the most visited attraction in Britain by tourists from England. While in 1980, 30% of these went to the festival, by 2010 this had dropped to 28%. The percentage of visitors to the art gallery in 1980 was 21%. Thereafter, it increased to a maximum of about 38% before sharply declining to precisely 20% in 1990. In 2010, it fell even further to less than 10%. So this is an example of how you can write the line graph answers. Just remember, always form 4 groups. Remember this table. First paraphrase, then summarize, give group 1 answer, then give group 2 answer. Thank you very much.